Hey guys, this week we had a super fun episode with my good friend James Marriott. Sorry, I'm literally recording this like the night before this is going up. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. We had some good talk. We shot the shit. We talked about James' music he's working on, some other cool stuff as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. And yeah, see ya. Dude, I got a water. I got kombucha. I'm fucking stocked with liquids.
I've never had kombucha. Is it good?
It's terrible. It's awful.
I've heard it tastes like piss.
Well, actually, no, I like it. I'm just yanking your chain. I'm just giving you a little prank. It is pretty good.
Oh, you're playing with me.
No. It's definitely I think the first time I had kombucha, I was like, this is just piss in a bottle. I think you just piss in a bottle and gave it to me. But I think it's like once you have like a couple of them, once you like
right.
Then it's good.
I often find like my favorite things to eat and drink are like that. Like you have the first one, you hate it, and then you just get addicted to it.
Yeah.
Like iced lattes. I hated iced lattes when I first had them, and now I can't like go a day without them.
I wonder why that's so weird. Because I feel I was gonna say coffee as well. I remember the first coffee I had. I was like, well, this is what people like. This is what people have every day.
Exactly.
And then I was like, for some reason, I was like, I'll give it another shot.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, isn't it? Why not? You only live once.
Yeah, true. I feel like that's like the only time that's ever happened is like with that. Like usually if I hate something once, I'm like, okay, well, fuck that.
I'm not going to touch that again.
Yeah.
I have like irrational fears of foods. So like stuff with ketchup on it, I just like don't like touching it. Even like if I have to wash up a plate with like baked beans on it, for example, I'm just like, no, I don't go anywhere near that.
Really?
I really I have like a real issue with foods.
Oh no.
Like especially, but then like stuff like coffee, I had it once and I hated it. And then I was like, why not? There's so many times where I'll drink something and be like, that's gross. I'll have it again tomorrow. And
yeah, true.
Just for no reason.
What? Is there any reason for the ketchup and beans? Is it just ketchup and beans or is it other foods as well?
There's like a few, there's been a lot more in that group.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like been slowly bullied out of me by the people around me.
That's nice.
But like ketchup, for example, is not as bad anymore, but baked beans, I struggle to be in the same room as baked beans.
Really? You got beef with got beef with beans?
I got beef with beans. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm trying to think of any other foods. That used to be all the cheeses.
No way.
Unless they were melted. Like I could only eat melted cheese.
That is so really interesting to me.
And my mum once, when I was a kid, she was like slicing up this cake. And bear in mind, I was like petrified of cheese as a child.
Yeah. And
she's like, I'm like, what's this cake? And she's like, ice cream cake. And I'm like, damn, that sounds pretty crazy. Like I had this biscuit base, I had this ice cream cake, and then afterwards she was like, that's cheesecake. And I was like, I nearly vomited.
No way.
Like, I was just like, even like the word cheese being in it. And then knowing that like, I think it's mascarpone cheese, right? Or something like that. Like, I don't think it's mascarpone actually.
Sure. It's
it's some kind of like...
It's cheddar cheese is what they use it.
Yeah, cheddar cheese. That would really give you a tangy cheesecake, wouldn't it? But then after that, I was nearly sick and I didn't have it for like 5 years.
Wow. So even...
Strawberries?
Even after the fact. Like it wasn't like...
Yeah.
So just knowing that cheese was inside of you.
It's all mental. It was all like... Even like strawberries. One day I had too many strawberries and I was like... That was gross. That's a gross amount of strawberries for one man to eat. And then I didn't have them.
How much?
I don't know. It was like, I don't even think it was much more than a bowl, right? I think it was like a bowl of strawberries. Right. And then I was with my friend. It's like really weird. This is one of my only childhood memories. Like my friend left. I remember Sam, he left. He obviously has no recollection of this. I don't know why I've said his name. And then I remember looking down at this empty bowl of strawberries, just with like the tops and like the green bits. And I was just like, I fucking hate strawberries.
Wow.
And I just didn't have them for 7 years.
I'm starting to think, I don't mean to make you feel bad by laughing, but it's...
Yeah, no, it's interesting, isn't it? It's just like, it's really
funny to think about like what is the amount that is too much strawberries,
I honestly don't think it was actually that many.
I
think maybe it was like rather than in one period of time, I wasn't like sick because of the amount of strawberries I ate. I think I just had them so regularly that I got to a point where I was like, fuck strawberries.
Yeah, all my homies hate strawberries.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was like I was fully expecting you to say like I had like 4 pounds of strawberries in one day, and I was like, then I'd be like, yeah, that's probably enough to.
That's probably enough
to get you off.
Become a strawberry.
Okay, so I guess I know that for the future, no ketchup, baked beans, strawberries, or cheese that isn't melted.
Ketchup, like I can be in, like, strawberries I'm fine with now. Like, I'll eat strawberries every now and then. Raspberries are weird because they're like furry, and I don't think anyone really understands why they eat raspberries, right? It's like you're eating a food that has hair on it, and I just don't understand how that's.
Yeah, you get your.
I don't understand how that's become accepted in society, so I don't eat.
It's like
I don't eat
imagine
raspberries.
you order the Travis Scott burger and it had a fade, it had a fucking sick fade or something.
Exactly.
Or if it had Travis Scott's hair. Like
I guess that would somewhat add to the appeal.
Actually, yeah, that'd be kind of tight.
If it was like special like fibers, like meat fiber.
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
meat.
But no, I've never been down with raspberries.
All right.
I don't mind being in the same room as them, but if I'm next to someone who's eating baked beans, I often get like physically uncomfortable about it. It's really odd.
Damn.
Like I just don't like. And if you give me a pan with like baked beans in it and tell me to wash it up, I'll just be like, no.
No.
There's been times where I'm like that. I will clean up everything, but I'm not going anywhere.
You're not
near
touching the baked beans.
Nah, I don't go near
Would
it.
you? Okay, least amount of money to eat a bowl of baked beans. Gun to your head. Well, okay.
Oh
well, I guess there doesn't have to be a gun to your
gun
head.
to your head. I'm gonna give you money.
And if you don't take the money or eat the beans, I guess I'll kill you. I don't know.
I think I'd do it for 10 grand.
That's the least.
That's the least, yeah.
So 9,999, you'd say no. Yeah, exactly. So it isn't the
honestly,
least.
it would make me like so ill just from the mental pressure. Actually, but there is that like one chance in which I just have like a spoonful and I'm like, what have I been like worried about this whole time?
Yeah, exactly. I love baked beans.
Actually having it and being like, this is fine. And I'm sure that would happen, but it's that mental barrier.
Right.
And you'd need to give me a lot of money because I don't really care about money. So it's like I have no real stimuli. But then like
it could be like an iced latte situation. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that would be weird though. Like if I was that guy who's like, morning coffee? No, just give me a fucking tin of baked beans every morning. You know, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'd be that guy. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that guy.
Well, I mean, coffee is beans.
Fuck.
So it is not that different to have a cup.
You've I just heard like glass shatter in my head and everything around me is falling. I like burritos, right?
Yeah.
It took me a while to get over kidney beans, but like burritos are at that point where they're so good that we're going to talk about food for this.
Hey man, I'm so down.
But like, that grew on me because I never really had burritos when I was younger. Like my first real burrito experience was when I was like, I'm not even kidding.
I feel
when
like
I was
I'm
like
the
20.
same. I feel like I was like probably like 12 or 13 when I had my first one.
Yeah, I was like 20.
Oh wow.
So it was, but that's the thing about burritos. They're such an underrated food.
They're amazing.
Like you just like, your parents aren't like, oh, let's have burritos for
that's
dinner.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially you
go out and you get a burrito. And I'm as someone who's a bit of like weird with food.
Right.
The fact that I never had it was a reason not to have it.
Yeah.
No. It was a reason not to have it
right.
until someone was actually like, "What the fuck? You've never had a burrito?" And then I had one. I was like, "This is sick.
Yeah.
What am I missing out on?"
Yeah, it's me and my friend in I guess what grade was it? I think it was like 9th grade. I grew up in a place called Hamilton, and it's like an hour and a half away from like Toronto, the big city where I live now. And we would take like an hour and a half like train to Toronto to go to this burrito place like every like few weeks. And it was like and he brought me there for like my first burrito. And I was like, I remember like eating it and being like, food like this exists, and I was just blown away.
No. That's always like a huge moment when you're coming of age with food.
Yeah.
It's like such a cool
They got to
thing.
make a coming of age movie about someone trying their first burrito. Like I
would watch that. I actually, you know what? I might even direct that. Like I'll come back to you in a week with a screenplay.
That'd be amazing. It's like Perks of Being a Wallflower.
What are your favorite foods?
What are my favorite foods?
Yeah, like if there's like any, because I've been thinking a lot about this recently.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to hear yours first though.
Favorite foods, man. Okay. Fuck, dude. There's a lot. I love a lot of food. There's a lot of food that I really like. I think.
Is there any food? If not that, like, is there any food like that burrito moment where you had it and you're like, fuck?
Okay. Favorite. I can't really remember. I feel like there's a lot of times where I've had food where I was like, damn, this is really good.
Yeah.
But not like anything that's like, what? But
yeah.
Favorite food I love Italian food for sure.
Really?
like eggplant parmesan, insane, so good. Any like pasta dish too, like mac and cheese, like a good like
that's a classic.
homemade mac and cheese, man. I wish I could only eat that. That'd be great. But then like I also love like love a good sandwich. Well, I don't know. I just like I love a lot, dude. I'm starting to get hungry now. We should call.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I should
call this podcast now and just go eat.
Yeah, should we order food? Like I have to order you something, you have to order me something.
Yeah, I set my Uber Eats location to so fucking far away.
But I love. I recently have found a love for two foods, and that's a baked sweet potato. There is nothing like a good, just like 45 minutes in the oven sweet potato with a bit of butter on it, and then like just like an assortment of things. Like my God, it is like the best base of a meal that I could ask for. And cantaloupe melon is like fucking unreal. Dude, there's something about it, and it's not spoken about, because if you think melon, you're thinking watermelon, right?
Yeah.
It is like, or honeydew maybe, but the cantaloupe melon is honestly a 10 out of 10. It's like I'm not even. Give me 1 second.
We're going on a cantaloupe break.
People say I have an addictive personality.
Oh my God.
I always make sure I've got at least 2 cantaloupe melons in my fridge.
Yeah, 4 huge cantaloupe balls.
I'll put these in the back of the shot for the rest of the podcast.
Wow. So yeah,
it's really important.
You weren't lying.
No.
You really like cantaloupe. Dude, straight
I have
up.
an issue with food. Seriously, an issue with food.
Yeah, straight up. I think you're the first person I've ever talked to that was like saying something like very positive about cantaloupes.
Really?
I feel like it's like whenever you get like a fruit salad or anything in or like a fruit bowl, cantaloupe's like the last thing that people eat.
Yeah, because in a fruit bowl, it's never good. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I just think like I've not been to expensive restaurants many times in my life. There's like this really good like Japanese place called Roka in London. And I went with the E-boys, and I was chatting so much shit about cantaloupe. I was like, mate, if we did this whole thing, like it was paid for by Will and Alex. It was for a video. It was like a bit. So it was all on them, and we were like, let's just go all out. Let's get like this huge like meal that they just bring out, like the share platter thing, right?
Yeah.
And it ends with this big like, they bring out this like ice dish with like all kinds of desserts on it, right? And there's cantaloupe melon like in it somewhere. Like there's just like bits of cantaloupe melon. And
yeah,
I had a bit of it, and I was like, that is the worst fruit there. No doubt, the worst fruit in that bowl. There's something about, I don't know if they just put crack in the ones you can get from the shop I get them, because like I honestly, I never had a food where every time I have it gets better. I will have it, and I can go through a melon in like 15 minutes, like an entire fucking melon. And then that evening be like, let's crack open another one. I'm probably getting like some serious health issues from eating this many melons. But I don't snack on it like anything else at this point.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you go to the same place to get the melons every time?
So I order it from Amazon. So it's like Amazon, like Prime Now. Do you have that? Do you have Prime Now?
We don't have Prime Now. I've heard of it though.
Yeah, so you just get it like, it's like Postmates, I guess. You just like get it delivered to your door, like shopping, right? So I usually do like an order every weekend, and I'll get like 3 or 4 cantaloupe melons, and then just like slowly have them throughout the week.
Okay, so maybe there is a conspiracy where like cantaloupe sales are down. So they get Amazon. They make these super cantaloupes that maybe they do inject crack into them. I would not be surprised. I would not. So you're hooked.
I actually am hooked. Like if someone asked me at any given time, you don't even need to be like hungry. Like if you're full, I've got space for cantaloupe melon, because it's so like, it's like, because you know how melon is just like a lot of water, right? It's like you're drinking something as well. So it's like,
true.
It doesn't fill you up, but if you're hungry, it kind of does. It's like, it gives you more than an apple would. Like I've always found like apples just make you hungry, you know?
Yeah, like, that shit always pisses me off, man. Yeah. Whenever I had an apple, I'm like, this is supposed to do the opposite of what it's doing. I'm starving now. Same with cereal, too.
Something seriously wrong with apples. I don't know what happened to it. Like throughout its life, it's just like maybe someone down the line thought, I fucking hate apples, bought the apple business and inserted something in it just to make it ruin any kind of day someone has. But
true, keep an apple a day keeps
happiness
keeps your
away.
fullness away. I don't know, because you're always hungry. I don't fucking know. Fuck apples,
I reckon that will catch on. Actually,
I honestly think it will. Well, guys, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, like 20 minutes in.
Holy shit.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. We went on a tangent. I'm joined today by my friend, my pal, James Marriott.
Hello.
Good boy. He's a good boy.
Am I your dog?
Good boy.
Good boy. Give me a head pat. I'd really like that.
I pick up his poo.
Yeah. Wow. Yep.
And I.
What else do you do to dogs?
Pick up their poo.
Yeah. Do you walk
with
me?
Your hands? Huh?
Do you walk me, or do you just kind of just pick up my shit and then leave me to my devices?
Yeah. I pretty much. Well, I don't. No, you're like an indoor dog.
Okay.
And you kind of just shit like all over my house, and I pick it up.
Do I eat, or do I just shit?
Do you eat?
Yeah. Do I eat the shit? Is that just like
a
big, like human
sort of like a
dogapede or something? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, yeah, because I'm not sure what you like to eat, because like you said, you don't.
Well,
you're pretty
shit.
particular
Yeah. No,
about
I'll
your
eat
food.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it wrong.
Get these baked beans away from me. A huge pile of shit. I'll eat that all day though.
That's a good dinner. I'll have that.
But yeah, I mean, I got a lot of comments asking you to come on the pod.
Really?
Yeah. So
that makes me really happy.
Commented. I mean, I wanted you on anyway, but it wasn't just
someone held me at gunpoint
comments.
to bring you on the podcast.
Yeah.
I actually have one of your family members in my basement.
Yeah, I'm not doing this against my will. But yeah, I thought, come on and, we talk about shit. We have been talking about shit.
We have been talking about shit.
Talking about shit and poo. And, we'll talk about some stuff.
You just look like you opened a topics list.
How did you tell? How did you know?
I just saw this bright light just hit your face.
So
the box in Pulp Fiction. Curtis topic.
Yeah. Instead, it's like 4 things that I wrote like so hastily.
Cuts to John Travolta. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's I do that as a sound effect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Okay, so I have a soundboard, and it's the thing that I'm having the most trouble with is that to get to the right sound effect, I forget where they are.
Oh, and so you kind of have to just like play loads of them.
So I have to like keep like pressing the arrows because there's only 8 buttons, and I have like 20 sound effects.
Right. Is it? Oh, do you have the guards? Do you have the XLR do you have like do you just have a box for it, or is it like through your mic input?
It's through the mic input.
Because I have one like I can do that.
Whoa.
That's all I can do there. And I was just checking to see if it turns up, because like it'd be funny if like it was on the recording and you just couldn't hear anything.
Oh no.
I can also like cut out my voice, so I can go like that. I can like mute it while I speak.
Oh wow.
Speaking, but you hear me because I'm down this button.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I can't do that.
Well,
maybe I could do that.
Have you got one where you can change the pitch of your voice?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
dude, I wish.
That's a good one.
If I could just auto-tune my shit like live.
Yeah. But also you could like make your voice like a bit higher for a video and just see if anyone notices.
Dude, that's actually really every new video, you put it up like a little bit.
Bit more.
Until someone notices.
3 months in where your voice is like, hello everyone, welcome back.
And nobody notices because it's been such a gradual thing. Oh, that'd be so funny.
That's like mental torture. That's like seriously, like that's an issue with that.
Isn't that like an office prank that Jim did? He like moved Dwight's desk like a little bit every day or something.
Oh no, it's he puts like more and more weight into his phone.
Oh yeah,
I think, or something like that, and then like he just takes all of the weight out one day and he just like slaps himself in the face with it. That's a really good one.
Dude, I saw this TikTok. It was like he was like making fun of The Office. Basically, it's like that moment. I'm gonna butcher the hell out of it, but it was like talking about Jim, how he was like, after you terrorize a man who has obvious social issues to get the attention of a receptionist who's married, and it's just like him making a face at like the camera, like the classic Jim face.
Oh yeah,
because it's true. He's like kind of torturing Dwight, like so mean. Who has like he has obvious like, you know, like social issues. He's not like a so like. So that was pretty funny to put it like that. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, I guess like you never really think about that kind of stuff when it's just like a character put in front of you, because you're made to believe that like Dwight's just an asshole, really. Right. So it's just kind of like justice. Yeah, exactly. But no, he's just like, yeah, Jim might be the asshole. I don't know. Yeah, I don't care. It's also not real. So yeah, no. So it's all good. Tweet him, man. Maybe you'll see it. Yeah, true. Good idea. If he sees this. So what's new? Not much. Nice. That's everything. That's no, awesome. Nothing's really new. I kind of like been taking it a little slow recently. That's good. I've just been trying out a new thing. Trying out some new things. I went to Brighton, which was nice. Have you been to Brighton before? I've like I can press Brighton on my screen, but I've never been to Brighton. You can. It's a really cool place. I think you'd like Brighton. It's kind of like south of London, like on the coast. Okay. It's like a beachside town. Brighton. It's really cool. Yeah, no, it's a really cool place. It's also the only place that that votes in the Green Party in the UK, which is like the environmental party. So like everyone there is pretty like left leaning, pretty like progressive. Cool. It's like the place to be for young people, really, in my opinion. It's like Portland, but in the UK. I'll say yes, but I don't really know. I don't really know either. What I know Portland is like obviously more liberal and stuff. Have you heard of like Camden, like the market in Camden? Have you been there? No, I've actually never been anywhere in the UK or anywhere. Oh, you've never been to London? No, dude, I've been dying to. I really want to go. Yeah. But we've spoken about it because like doing Top Golf or something while you're here would be funny. Yeah, dude, I love Top Golf. I can talk about Top Golf. I can talk about food. We had our 20 minutes of food. Another 20 minutes on Top Golf, and that's the fun. Just a couple of dudes talking about food and golf. Dude, did you know you can get food at Top Golf? It's best of both worlds. Best of both podcast topics. Is. I haven't been yet, but I really want to go. It's great. But no, I've always wanted to go, but obviously I can't go because of fucking COVID. But yeah, no, I mean, it's rough that I know people are losing their jobs and stuff, but like I can't go to a place I want to go to. I can't take my 15th holiday of the year, man. Yeah, this is affecting me way more. How did you find like lockdown affected you? Because obviously we only already started speaking when lockdown happened. That's true. Yeah. Like, how did you find it? Like mentally or? Yeah, no. It's like, well, I guess we'll be friends now. Been putting it off for years. Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, I feel like I was on the same boat as everybody. It was like, okay, this will be cool, Yeah. It'll be a nice change. I'll just like get loads of work done because I won't be like traveling and touring and everything. But then once I got probably like a couple of weeks into it, month or two into it, I was probably like the most like just like sad I've ever been and like unmotivated. I feel like I figured it out now. Like I'm gotten a good groove and like you said, taking things like a little slower. Yeah. Which is nice. Because obviously it's like when you don't put out a video for a certain amount of time and you want to it's like the worst feeling ever when it doesn't have to be. It's like totally fine. For me, it's like in my head, anything longer than 7 days was always used to be in my head as a problem, to the point where in the past I was like, just like I used to put in a lot more effort into my content, right? Like I do like multiple recordings. I do like chuck loads of stuff in it, right? And then I remember one time I was literally like, I did this like fucking diss track on this like bunch of kids, just as like a bit of a joke, right? Because they made a diss track on me, and I was like, this is hilarious. So I made a video reacting to it, just like, this is so funny. And then I did a diss track back on these like group of like 5 kids. And then I remember like I was editing it, and it was getting to that point of like upload time. It was like coming up to like 9 p.m. And I was like, I'm just not going to edit half the diss track. I'm just going to like cut it here and just upload it now. And my girlfriend at the time was like, what are you doing? Like, this is like really good content. And I'm like, yeah, but it's got to go up today. I haven't uploaded in 7 days. And so it's like, it really gets in my head when it's like, now these days, I always know when it's over 7 days, I'm like, right, this is the 8th day. This is the 9th day. This is the 10th day. And then I like the last time my last video was after 11 days, which is the most it's been in like 2 years.
Whoa.
So it's like,
did that make you feel like, did that make you feel weird? Or are you like, yeah.
Because it was like, after I did it, I was fine. I was like, okay, cool. People are still here. Like, it hasn't changed anything. Like, maybe like money's a bit lower this month, but it's like, that's not the end of the world, right? It's as I said earlier, I don't really care about money. But it's like, it's just a weird one. Because I was at the studio, right? So I was doing like some music stuff, and I was meant to be like putting my all into it. And then on the Tuesday, I had to dedicate like 4 hours to finishing off this video, because I was like, I can't just like, my editor had already done so much, Cynic. He'd already done so much work for it. And I was like, I do have to bring it together. Now I have to like do my little bits to make it my own, you know? And it was just like, I was just sat in this like, essentially a really expensive room, just like editing a YouTube video on the sofa while my producer was like still working. And I was like, I was just annoyed that I was like, I hate how in my mind, I can't wait another 2 days until I'm out of this place to edit this. It has to go up tonight because it's been 11 days, and I do not want it to be 13, because I won't even be able to concentrate on music anymore because I'll be so upset about it.
The other thing. Yeah. That's so brutal. I mean, that is really funny to, you just rent out a studio to edit your videos now.
Yeah. Imagine that, rent out an entire studio just to be around the instruments, you know, just to be in the right vibe.
This is the only way I get work done.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have to have I have to have Metro Boomin next to me working hard.
Yeah. Marshmallow in the room next to you.
So you're done in the studio now. That's also so cool to be like, I was in the studio. If I was,
I was just like, I'll just put it out there like it's nothing.
Yeah,
I was just saying, I was in the studio editing a commentary video on Ellen. That was her. No. And you're like, wow, that's so cool.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I was sculling some fucking cantaloupes in a studio.
That's something I need to do. Alcohol in a fucking cantaloupe, man. That would be great.
Yo, yeah, because they do that in coconuts, right?
Yeah.
So just do it.
Maybe are they more porous though? Like, would the melon would it like drip out the melon? Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. The melon got dripped though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean,
yeah, no,
you
the
can
music
test it
stuff's
out.
good. Music stuff's good. It's
good.
like I think like the thing I could really compare it to with you is like stand up and like touring.
Right.
Like I feel like that is what the way you've spoken to me about that before. Like after we've done our videos, that's how it feels.
I hate it so much, and I don't
like,
want to do it. I'm kidding. No, it's good. I like it.
I'm only doing it because people tell me to do it. It makes me a lot of money.
Yeah, it makes you that cash.
But it's like it kind of makes everything worth it, you know? Like it's like that. I'm someone who cares like way too much about numbers and like numbers being green, you know, and and like I just like honestly, it really like it's kind of tough being the same, having the same amount of passion with YouTube when you from like comparing to when you start to where you are when you're established, because it's like it does become a job. It does become a thing of, it's been this amount of days since I've uploaded, I need to upload.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bo Burnham's got a really good quote about it. It's like fast food content, he refers to it as. So it's like creators these days aren't really told to work lots of time on one project. They're told to deliver that work
for sure
on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And I think that really limits like not only like the art itself, but like the enjoyment of it. Not that like I wouldn't call commentary videos necessarily art, but you know what I mean? Like it's a creative outlet, and it's
absolutely, yeah.
I think there was certainly a point where I was like, what I'm making is great. Like, and I was proud of it.
Yeah.
But it becomes a point where you do have to like serve what you used to be a lot more passionate about, because it's what people want to see from you.
Yeah.
And being able to do music, or in your case stand up, I think is like, this is like a passion that you still really like. It comes like down to like the feelings you have when you do it, you know, like that kind of like rush you get.
Right.
So yeah, it's brilliant. I love it.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like you need that. Like something that, obviously I still get a lot of joy and enjoyment from editing and making videos.
Yeah.
And, like, putting work in and stuff, and actually like making something that is like, that I think is good. But obviously it's good to have another way that is so different from that. I mean, there's like some similarities obviously with stand up and YouTube, but but still it's nice to have that thing that is separate, that you can work on and like really like hone and make it different than what like my commentary videos are. So maybe that's why I got like so fucking, I think I was in a weird funk, because I was like, I don't have that anymore, and I'm not gonna do fucking stand up like on a fucking Zoom or some shit like or like on like a live stream, because I'd literally rather do anything. I'd get kicked in the balls by like Dwayne Johnson. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I see that. I'd rather eat a bowl of baked beans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it'd be fine for me, but
yeah, just like, I
guess. Sure, if that's my option. You like trying to be relatable? Oh, this is almost as bad as baked beans. I was like, that's okay. Isn't like,
no, I get what you mean though.
Isn't baked beans,
especially with like stand up, it's so reliant on like delivery and feedback,
right?
You know, it's like being there and being in that moment.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like the exact opposite for that to YouTube in that sense, because it's like, sure, you get instant feedback from like comments, but it's not there. It's not like right there,
audible, you know. Like that must be that's the kind of the feeling that, because I guess how the way you've described like your feelings towards YouTube and like being able to be like really proud of something like that, I completely understand like how that ties in more with stand up in a way, because it's like at the end of the day, your like job on YouTube and what you love doing with stand up is you like making people laugh,
right?
Like that's like, so for you, when you make a good video and you're like, that bit's really funny, or like a lot of people probably comment about a certain thing, you're like, you probably feel really accomplished.
For sure.
With me, it's like, the reason I like making videos still is like, I like kind of just being there. Like I like just kind of like the thing. If someone goes like, I really laughed at this joke, I kind of go like, okay, cool. Like that's like I feel like that joke was funny too, but I don't get like happy about it.
Oh, interesting.
The comments I get most happier about are like when people go like, I wouldn't mind if James uploaded a video about fucking whatever, I'd watch it.
Right.
Those are the comments that like really go like the thing that's more important for me is feeling like established personality wise, I guess.
Okay.
So it's like, if someone goes like, or if someone comments about my cat or something, that will make me really happy, because it's like they're involved with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm reaching someone properly.
Oh, that's nice.
Whereas like, so I think that's why I love it, because it's that's why I don't want to stop, you know?
Right.
Like it's very much like this like connection thing that I quite like.
I mean, that makes more sense with why you would be gravitating towards, you know, and really putting a lot of effort in music, because like that's what music is. It's like, it's just making people like relate to you and like feel stuff. So
yeah, no, I think like what I always like, I've started believing myself is like, I used to really want to make people laugh. Like that was like, when I was around people, I'd always be trying to make people laugh. And now it's like, I want to see, and not in a fucked up way, but I want to see people cry.
Yeah.
Like I would love to give people, or like make someone relate to something so heavily that they cry. Like that to me is like, that is so powerful. Because I've like, you know, when you have like a good cry at like a film, or like like I really cry at films.
Same.
It's such like a relieving thing. Like it's so like, oh, you come out of a film and you're like, God, that was good. I fucking needed that.
Yeah, it's like the orgasm of your eyes.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's
tears are just eye contact.
Less sticky, but yeah.
It's the same consistency, same color,
same taste.
Nice and salty. All right, this episode of Very Really Good is brought to you by, yep, you guessed it, the Ridge Wallet. If you don't know already, the Ridge Wallet is light, sleek, and industrial. I'm sure you're all using wallets that are big and clunky and they awkwardly bulge in your back pocket. I think that's silly. The Ridge Wallet is small enough to fit right up here in your front pocket. Yeah, I've been hurting my fat keister and my back sitting on a fat clunky wallet for years, and I don't have to worry about that anymore, and neither do you. Switching to the Ridge Wallet is like switching from black and white TV to HD, you know? It's just so much better in every way imaginable. Most people are still using wallets that were designed in like the 90s, carrying around old receipts, gift cards, coupons, and a bunch of other junk in a huge unorganized mess. And that's weird, you know? Things are supposed to change over time. I was designed in the 90s, but I'm a lot different. You don't see me going goo goo gaga and pooping my pants. Now, well, you know what I mean. Still not convinced? Listen up. The Ridge Wallet holds up to 12 cards plus room for cash. There's over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. The durable materials means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. Bro, your grandkids are going to be like, hey, nice wallet. But don't just take my word for it. Ridge has over 30,000 5-star reviews, so you know their product is top quality. The folks over at Ridge are so confident that you'll love the Ridge Wallet that they're willing to let you try it for 45 days. And if you don't love it, you can send it right back. I've been using this burnt titanium Ridge Wallet for the past few weeks, and I gotta say, I love the way it feels. It fits right up here in my front pocket with everything I need for the day. I don't have to sit on a big chunky wallet. It's perfect. Also, above and beyond, the Ridge Wallet has RFID blocking technology, so you can stay safe while also looking super cool, dude. So if you want to give them a try, you can get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns. And all you have to do is go to ridge.com/courtesy. That is ridge.com/courtesy and use the code courtesy. And it's that simple. And it also helps support me and this podcast, and everybody wins. But yeah, the link is also in the description. Thank you so much to Ridge for sponsoring yet another episode. Back to me. What's the last movie you like really cried at?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think.
Was it the coming of age movie about eating the first burrito?
I cried. Yeah, no, that was a great one. That one really sticks in my mind.
The perks of eating a burrito.
I always felt like there's certain films which really make me cry. Like I'll like shed tears at films like Inception and Interstellar is one that I really cry at.
Oh yeah.
You know that moment, spoilers, the moment when like Matthew McConaughey is like, he comes back from that like wave planet, and he just goes through like 25 years of his kids
and talking to him in like 2 minutes. Yeah, that scene was crazy.
And he's like watching it, and it's like all of his life is essentially like unfolding in front of him, and then the camera chooses like the perfect time to just. You don't realize when you're watching it that you're not seeing his reaction, and then all of a sudden it just like flips to him, and he's just like devastated.
Yeah,
and that is like one of the most like impactful scenes I've ever like.
Yeah,
I honestly, when I saw that, I just like broke down, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah,
and I love that. I love that.
Yeah, that scene was insane. First time I saw that, I was like, yeah, I cried a lot at that part too. And he's such a good actor.
Unbelievably
he's so talented. I was just watching him this morning on Hot Ones, and he's great. Is
he on Hot Ones?
Yeah, he's such a character. But yeah, I feel like, dude, I don't even know what the last movie I cried at. I think it might have been. It was recently. I forget what I watched. But there are some movies where I've watched like several times and I cry every time. Like Free Willy is one. Yeah. Every time.
I haven't seen that.
It's my favorite movie. It's so good. I cry every time.
I'll watch it.
You'll cry.
2008.
And then you send me.
Yeah, I will cry.
You okay? Then you got it. Okay, I need proof. Cry into a little jar, and then you mail it to me.
Should I just send you a photo on Instagram as soon as it happens? I'll just send you a photo of me crying with no context to see if you remember.
And then I'll know. I'll be like, you watched it.
Yeah. And I'll be like, no, my dad just died.
That's so, well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
And you'll be like, have you watched it though?
But did you watch it though? You know what'll make you feel better if you watch the movie I like.
Get a good cry out, yeah.
No, what?
Captain Phillips is one for me.
I haven't seen that.
Have you seen Captain Phillips?
I haven't seen it.
I won't spoil it, but like, right at the end, there's like just this. It's just absolutely killer. I really want to spoil it, but I'm not going to because I think it's really worth watching.
Dumbledore dies, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Unfortunately,
Dumbledore dies at the end of
Dumbledore
at the end of Captain Phillips. Dumbledore dies. Man, I really wish I remembered what I cried at recently because it was.
It's hard to remember, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like.
Do you have any embarrassing ones, like embarrassing films you cry at?
Oh, there's gotta be. I feel like I cry a lot.
The Dark Knight Rises is one of mine.
Which one?
The Dark Knight Rises.
You cried at The Dark Knight Rises.
You know when Joseph Gordon-Levitt is like, it's revealed he's Robin.
Yeah. Oh, that's when you cried.
I cried. So there's that like that. It's, you know what? I blame the music. Like Hans Zimmer's like, you know, it's like the last big duh duh, and he like rises on that, like in the Batcave. He like rises on that podium, bro. Like I cry so much at that. I'm like, oh my god, he's Robin.
He's Robin. He's the sidekick.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Damn it.
No, I mean that's cool. It's like, dude, I'm so pissed off. I know I have them that I've cried at, but my memory is so shitty, and I watch so many movies that I don't know. But there's a lot. I cried. It's very easy to make me cry. I'm pretty sure I cried at when I watched Midsummer because it was just like
I haven't seen that either.
It was at the end, and I was just like, it was just like a scene that unlike I've ever seen before, and it wasn't like sad or anything. I mean, it kind of was, but not really. But it was more so just like very like emotional and like visually like jarring, I guess. So I was like, I guess my body was like, your eyes gotta come right now, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to come.
Dude, your eyes are getting absolutely jerked by this movie right now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. One film I wasn't expecting to make me cry before I went to go see it was A Star Is Born.
Oh, I think I cried at that. Yeah.
I remember like my friend was going on about it, like, oh my god, this Lady Gaga movie is gonna be so good, and I was like, yeah, sure it is.
Sure, yeah.
Directed by Bradley Cooper, fucking Lady Gaga film.
Okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, and then I want to go see it, and it's just, and people, this is the thing, people who haven't seen that film, you say it's a good film, and they're like, yeah, fucking right, that's a good film. But then you go see it, and you're like,
that's a good movie.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like. Wow, like the impact of that ending again is just so good.
Yeah, it's so very. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. No. But the music in that so good too.
Yeah. Oh my god, like the album they wrote with it, that opening like rock song that Bradley Cooper plays, it's such a banger. I still remember that intro. I'm like, wow, 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 and then like it walks on stage. I love that so much.
It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link to a video that I want you to watch that we're gonna talk about really quick.
Okay.
Do you vape?
I have.
Yeah.
Currently, no.
So okay, you've tried it.
I haven't in a few years, but yeah, I've tried it.
Do you like it?
I don't have an issue with it. Like I kind of like I was at a festival once, and like when I was at a festival and I was just like this fucking kid, I was just like, yeah, vaping's cool, give me a vape. And I just had it all week. And then I came back, and then the next week my throat was just fucked. So I just didn't really have it that much.
That's good. That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
So do you think, you probably know where I'm going with this, but you've probably seen it, but would you ever, if you were into vaping, like would you ever fight someone over a vape?
No. Is this you're getting up a clip of someone having a fight over a vape, I guess?
Maybe. I just sent it to you.
No way. Bryce Hall, man.
Okay, for the people who are listening and watching. Actually, okay, I'll play the video too, but so the title of this is from TMZ. And holy shit. Yeah, I'll just let it play, but so the title is TikTok star Bryce Hall involved in restaurant brawl caught on video.
Oh my god.
So I guess he's at some fucking restaurant and no one's wearing a mask, which is cool.
Yeah, classic America.
And so they told him to leave because he was vaping, and then he refused to leave or stop vaping. And then I guess you were like, no, you have to leave. And then so he beat the shit out of a waiter.
Oh my God.
Like, I swear to God, bro, this guy he's such a fucking loser. Like, I swear to God, there's like another story of him getting in a fight like every week.
Well, I think it's just people like this like fighting. And they just look for any excuse to have a fight, you know?
It's so scary to me.
It's fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it scary. I would honestly, I'm someone that's like, so I'm 6'4", and I'm not like athletically built, right? I'm just a big guy. Like, I'm a big dude. And I'm lucky enough to be in a position where if someone tried to fight me, they probably wouldn't really give it a good go, because it's like,
right.
you wouldn't like fancy your chances against someone who's 6'4". It's just like, it's, even if I'm not that good at fighting, it's like, I'm a heavy guy. I'm probably like 17 stone. Like, I'm like a big dude. So it's like, I have the opportunity to laugh it off and just find it funny. Like, people have come up to me and like been aggressive with me before when I've like pointed out something, like at clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they'll like get all like up in my face, and then I'll just laugh, because it's like, look, we both know you're not going to do anything here, because it would literally be like pointless for you.
Right.
So I feel like I'm able to see these people like Bryce Hall as just the jokes that they are, because it's like, you know, people who rely on violence and people who think that violence is just like, oh yeah, no, I got in a fight. Look, I got a bruise, shit like that. You know, it's just for losers. Like, I'm completely over it. It's just so childish. And this guy is like, it is.
He's like our age pretty much. He's like he's in his like 20s.
Yeah,
and
I'm pretty sure he's like 23.
Yeah, I can't imagine. And like, who watches his videos, bro? Like, who watches like?
I genuinely, to be honest, I will be honest. His videos aren't bad. I've seen a few of his videos.
I've never watched them.
They're very much like if you like kind of like you know, like David Dobrik, Logan Paul vlogs, like those kind of vlogs.
Okay.
The thing about these like new TikTok guys is like they emulate that format so well that it's like it's like actually quite enjoyable. Like, even if you're not that invested in the people, it's just the fact that it's like TikTok celebrities, or it's just celebrities in general. It's like always like a cool insight. I think that's what draws people to it, and I've been drawn to it. Like, I'm actually like quite good friends with Alex Warren. You know, the guy that got called out for being a David Dobrik copy, right?
Yeah.
He'd been watching my videos for a long time before he blew up. So when he blew up, and I saw that he was following me, and I followed him back, he messaged me, and we chat every now and then. It's like, wow, it's quite nice, right? But he's So I do find their content okay, but some of them are just douchebags, man.
Well, yeah, that Alex Warren guy isn't starting fights with fucking people working during a pandemic for telling people not to vape at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah, essential workers as well, man. That's just so fucked.
I just can't imagine being.
I also like how Alex Warren embraced the meme. You know what I mean? Like, he started following the joke about being David Dobrik, and he really embraced it well. Like, he didn't make it into an issue.
Right. That's nice.
I've always got a lot of respect for people who embrace it. You know? Yeah,
absolutely. It's like Mackenzie, with the first video we did about on your channel.
No, he was really nice about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always like some who are really good about it.
Yeah, that's always nice. I feel like if a guy's gonna start a fight over a vape, it's like, just go to therapy, bro. Like, that exists.
Yeah, no, he probably fucking needs it. But also, there's that part of me that's like, I think he does this for his image now, where it's like, he's gained this like notoriety and this kind of like infamous tendencies, right? Like, he gets in fights all the time, and people like, clearly it's working.
Yeah, we're fucking talking about it.
Yeah, so it's and it's like, people still support him. Like, his stuff still bangs.
That's
and it's kind of like, I would hate to be in that cycle, but I also simultaneously go like, I kind of understand why he's still stuck in it, because it's like, no one's telling him you can't be that guy.
Right.
And the people who are, they aren't as fucking rich as he is. They aren't as successful as he is. So it's like, why the fuck should he care? You know?
Right.
It will be one of those things where like 5 years down the line, he'll look back and go like, what the fuck was I doing?
For sure.
But for now, like, it's working.
It's like, when you're in like when you look back at like an ex like relationship you had, and you're like, what was I doing? It's gonna be like, it's like, it's the exact same thing.
Or like haircuts I had when I was a kid, and I was like, what the fuck? I used to wear this like big, like I'd say like a bracelet, right? But it was about like that thick.
Nice. Was it like
just leather?
Oh, a leather armband?
Yeah.
No
I
way.
used to wear a leather armband. I thought that was rock and roll. I was like, I wear a leather armband and a leather jacket. And I'd roll up the sleeves of my leather jacket and wear like bootcut jeans.
No way.
I'm not kidding, man. I was like fucking Hannah Montana.
You got to send me a photo. Are you promoting your music? Do you want to promote it?
Oh, I mean, like it's not out for another like.
It's out. We're gonna play the full thing right now before it comes.
Shall I
out.
say the name of it? I haven't said the name of it anywhere, and I feel like this could be like a cool nugget, like a cool little thing.
Hey,
like
it's up to you if you want to.
Because like I almost feel like no, I was gonna say I don't think anyone's gonna see it, but people will obviously see it, right? But it's like imagine if I just said that to you. No one watches.
No one watches this fucking stupid thing.
I love this podcast.
This is just for us. Like I'm not uploading.
Also, I love the art. I love the art for your podcast. I think it's sick.
My good friend Brandon LePayne did it. He's very talented. He did stuff for Cody and Noel.
The L is silent. It's silent. I fucked up that joke. Don't worry. Move on.
What'd you say?
I said the L is silent, but that was just like it was like a Tumblr joke,
nice.
And then I also said scient instead of silent, and so I just kind of like hid.
Right. Yeah, that was probably the most leather armband joke that you've made.
Yeah, no, I really feel that way now. I also interrupted you like mid sentence. I just went the L is silent.
The L is silent. All right.
and then went. Yeah, no, the EP is called No Left Brain.
Dang, there it is.
And that's weird that I've just said that.
Yeah,
that's it now.
That must feel weird. Now it's blast it out. Blast it out, everyone. Tweet it.
When it's out in like months from now.
When is do you know the release date?
I can't say that. Because it's like, because one, I do have one in mind, but we have a lot to do. So it's like, it might be December, it might be January, but it won't be any time after that. So, and also there will be a single. Like one of the songs is going to be a single.
Oh shit!
So we've done it's 4 songs. It was originally 5, and then like the 5th one, I just thought like it kind of covered similar topics to the third song, and it was also just a bit cringe. Like it was a song called "The Way Out," and I realized it was essentially just going like, the EP's over, like that's all it was really saying. And I was just like, that's just like a pointless thing. I'm just, because as someone coming into songwriting from quite a fresh level, I'm like, right, I need to finish the EP with a song about finishing an EP, you know. And that's just like, it was just shit. And then it kind of like covered like issues of friendship, like the song New Face does. And that to me was like, this is pointless. When Calling, which is now the last song, ends on such like a climax,
right,
sonically. It just works so much better as the outro. Yeah. It's got like a really cool line, which I'm not going to, I kind of want to say it, but it's like, I don't want to talk, I don't want to analyze the music before it's
for sure.
Even out,
you're doing like a Genius interview before the song is actually out.
And everyone's like, I'm going to go listen to it.
Nice.
Where is it? But no, I'm honestly, it's like, I'm really proud of it. Like really proud of it. I feel like people are going to be like, okay, because I did a song before Slowdown, and it was like, I did that with a friend who also makes commentary videos, a guy called John Swan. Yeah. And like, we didn't have any music experience. We were just like, well, I mean, he does, but he's not like that versed. Like, he was teaching himself as we were making it, right? Right. And then like, when it came to mixing, we were like, fuck it, let's just send it. And then it did well. Like, and I now hate it, which is kind of like this weird place to be in of like, I was just like, wow, it's shit. Like, I genuinely look back on it and I'm like, I'm really not happy with it. And it's a shame because I know a lot of people do like it. Yeah. Like, it still gets like a decent amount of listens every day, but it's like, I don't know. Well,
with anything, like I'm sure you watch your old videos and think that they're bad. Yeah. That's what I do with mine. I watch them like, how the fuck did I... But it didn't
take me long.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah, true. It's like literally like... It's like... wasn't that long ago.
You know how like you kind of watch a video back like a week after you did it and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, this is all right. And
then you watch one from a year ago and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Huh? I think it's whenever you improve at something or you think you've improved, like then you'll look back on the old you and go like, oh, that's shit. Right. And I think I was so quick to be like, I need to get better at this, because as soon as I saw like any criticism for it, I was like, right, I need to work on that. I need to work on this. Right. I need to just like better myself. Right. So yeah, no, it's like I feel like I'm improving a lot, and that's like a good place to be in. Right. That feels. But I'm also at the point now where it's like I feel like I've written 4 songs which could resonate with people, and like I think I want my friends. I think this is like the most thing. I was telling my friends about it. I was like, I want to make people proud. Like I want people, like my friends, to go, wow, like you went away and you spent time doing this and it fucking shows. Right. Like I've spent like almost like 5 months on this project now.
Wow.
And it's like, and that's like, it's been a lot. Like it's really like from the songwriting process to like actually getting demos done, trying to work on vocals, trying to get better at things.
Yeah.
And like actually like finishing that over these next 2 weeks is going to be pretty crazy.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
Even if the music sounds like shit, and I know it will, but I'm proud of you.
But at least you spent time making something
tried.
shit, you know? That's like that shit's been cooking for some time, you know?
Are you gonna do music videos or anything?
Yeah.
Tight.
So like there's gonna definitely be one.
Yeah.
Depending on like how well that one does, there might be 2.
Sick.
So like obviously if it pays for itself, you know, like
right.
We'll do another.
Yeah.
That's the only thing for me, because obviously I'm not with a label. It's all independent. It's all like just me funding a passion of mine.
Right.
Which is expensive, by the way, from even from the point of like actual like production stuff, like the software you use to getting people with knowledge to help you out. It's not cheap. And then to the actual point of like distribution and like production, music videos, artwork, fucking the whole mile. It's like, it's not a cheap thing. And you know, like you might not know this, but streams, they give you the same amount of money as a YouTube video. It's not like,
right.
It's literally, so, and these people, that's why every album these days is like 18 songs long, because it's like,
they just need those streams.
You need people to listen to 18 of them to get money, you know, and then have your most chance of getting a banger, right? So yeah, no, it's a 4-song project. The songs are called 3 a.m., Him, New Face, and Calling. I think I've like had different, that has been revealed, so don't worry, I'm not just dishing you out exclusives, right?
Damn.
But like, they all at different times have been my favorite, which is what I'm so happy about. It's like,
oh, that's cool.
There is not a single dud there. It's like not many songs, but they are all, in my mind, amazing.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah, there was. So that's what I mean. It's like the EP was originally or has been 7 songs, and they all died at different times. So it's like we've even thought of like an 8th, and then that just didn't happen. That one's like maybe album time. But it's like weird that I've been like, no, it's got to go, because I don't want to like have a dud. I don't want people to think like, or at least a dud in my mind, right? Like people are welcome to find stuff that I make shit,
right?
But like as long as I feel like everything I put out publicly has worth and like I love it, that's all that matters, really. So yeah, I'm really fucking excited.
Nice.
I'll probably send it to you early as well, so you can get like a feel for it.
And I'll leak it to the public.
Yeah. I actually had an issue with that with Slowdown.
Oh, gosh.
It was accidentally leaked.
You love to see it.
Absolutely.
I would never do that.
No, I know. But it's great. I'm so happy about it.
Fuck yeah. Well, we've been going for like an hour now, I guess. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. This is usually how long we go. But yeah, thanks.
That made me feel about food again.
Yeah.
Think about food.
Dude, you're going to dummy those fucking cantaloupes.
They're out the fridge now. They're ready for a picking.
Nice and warm. But yeah, thanks for coming on the pod. This is a good time.
Anytime you want me on again, I'll come straight on, man.
Good.
It'll be great.
And charge your camera next time.
I did. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I'm fucking with you. Guys, if you, where can they find you? You gotta, this is
YouTube.
Just go to youtube.com and there he is.
YouTube.com and I might be there.
I don't know.
Yeah, James Marriott on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
That's where you can find my videos.
And the EP comes out December 26th. What?
Watch our collabs.
Yeah, watch our collab videos on James's channels.
We've got 3 on my channel and I love every single one of them. They're like 3 of my favorite videos. I really love them.
Hell yeah. They were really fun. I really liked them. We had some good bits.
Each of them has like something really like funny about it, and I love that. Like they each have like a really good recurring joke.
Yeah. Oh, is that the phone?
Yeah.
Is it correct?
We can finish it like this. This has been a disaster. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Bye everyone. Bye. Holy shit.